Let's go back to 2014. October of 2014. It was actually right before Halloween. I was a junior at the University of California, Santa Barbara, and I was attending a special event that the university had put on with who at the time was the top ranked medium, I think, in California, if not the US. I've always been very interested in the paranormal, the ancestors, etc. So I've always kind of, again, had that inclination. But this experience, again, was pretty remarkable. So I went with a good friend of mine. I won't say this person's name, but this person had lost her brother not too long ago. I was there to talk about, I wanted some information about some people, and I forget there was a third person. I don't remember. But the way that the session worked, or the way that it worked, it was this big room, and we all filled the room up. And I was very, very curious to see how she was going to conduct the session, because I was also a chemistry major. So you're not, I'm not a dumb, you're not, I'm not stupid. You're not going to be able to trick me. And you have to show something that proves, how did you get this title of top medium in the world? Like, I have my mind open, right? I'm open-minded, but I'm not dumb. So at first, she had everyone in the room, in the auditorium, and then she started to pick up on some ghosts, some spirits that were there in the back, and she asked if anybody recognized them. She did that a couple times. It didn't really work. So then she had people begin to line up at the microphone and ask her about specific people. That was when the entire session shifted. So my friend went first, and she asked about her brother. And the only thing that she gave her was this person's name. And the medium started giving her all of these important details about his personality, about the types of clothes that he wore. And it was actually pretty crazy. And I'm looking at my friend, and she was almost tearing up from how accurate things were. She was barely able to get out the thank you. So then I go, and I asked, and I'm not going to say everything that I asked because part of it is personal, but I asked about my now ex-girlfriend's older sister who had passed away. And I had never gotten a chance to meet her. And I don't know. I was very in love with this person. I thought we were going to get married. We were together for 3 years. And I guess in a way I kind of cared about this person's opinion. That is the older sister's opinion of me. And it was very interesting to hear that this person loved me, that this person was very grateful to me, and then had a message for her sister that I'm not going to share with you, but it was absolutely insane how specific and what this message was referring to. We ended up breaking up like 6 or 7 months later. Several months after this. Of course, that ended up coming much later. But this mediumship session, I'm pretty sure, is the first one, the earliest one that I can recall, and it was absolutely wild. And you could just see the people lining up and how things were resonating with them. And the command that she had of us, because again, I think a part of this is that you have to, I hesitate to use the word performer, but you do have to have a management of your crowd. You have to be able to handle the crowd. And I feel like had she not had the experience to do what she did ahead of time, I don't think she would have been able to prove herself as well as she did. Absolutely wild session. So this is my first experience with mediumship. And in later videos, I will talk about my own personal experiences and the spirits that I have seen and interacted with, which I have never talked about before because I don't want people to think I'm crazy. But guess what? I don't care anymore, and this is stuff that needs to be talked about. So I hope you continue watching this series.